Yo, what is up? So in this tutorial, all we're going to be doing is we're going to be setting up our base item, a little bit of a function in here for our base item, and we're going to go ahead and set up our data table so that we can start filling out items for our inventory. And yeah, this should be a fairly short and quick one. So yeah, let's just hop into it. Alright, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to make sure we don't have any errors in any of our structs, because I had some in my example, so I just want to make sure we don't have any over here. So just come over here to your structs and just open them one by one and make sure you don't have an error over here on this good to go thing. So we'll just check each of these and make sure it's good to go, because if there's any errors, we'll get some weird things going on with trying to make this data table and base item. So I don't have any errors, so that should be good. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go to my blueprint folder and I'm going to make a new folder in here. We're going to call this data tables. We're going to open this guy. We're going to right click. We're going to go to miscellaneous and we're going to add a data table. And we're going to search this drop down here for our S item info. We're going to click OK. We're going to call this DT underscore items, and then we're going to open this guy. And basically how you use a data table is we're going to use this data table to fill out all the information on our items. So whenever we make an item, it will get all the information that we put into here, and it will use that info on our item. So what we're going to do right now is we're just going to add our first one, and we're going to click F2 to rename this. So this is going to be our base item. And you'll see here we get all of that stuff we added into our structs right here that we can fill out for each item. And we're not going to fill out a bunch of stuff right now, because the way I'm going to do this is we're going to get this base setup done. And I'm actually going to make some videos on making items. You can obviously just bring in items from some packs if you have those. But I'm going to go through and actually go through and make some items from scratch in Blender and Substance Painter and such, just because I've got a lot of requests for doing that in the past, so we're going to do that here. But for now, we're just going to set our item class right here to be our base item, and our static mesh, we're just going to make this a cube. I'm just going to choose a cube for now. Then we're going to save that and close it. Then we're going to go down here to our items folder. We're going to go into our base item right here. We're going to open the full blueprint editor. And what we're going to do here is up here on components, I'm going to add a static mesh. So static mesh. I'm going to call this item static. Cool. We'll compile and save that. And we're going to add a variable here. And this first one is going to be item name. And this is going to be a data table. This is going to be a data table row handle. And you can take the eyeball on this to make it instance editable. And we're going to compile, and we're going to set the default value here to be our DT items to the data table. And our row name, we're just going to choose our base item for default right now. And we'll go to viewport right now, and you'll see we don't have anything. So what we're going to do is we're going to go into our construction script, and we're going to get data table row, get data table row. So we're going to get all the info from our data table, and we're just going to use this variable to change what that info is. So we're going to pull this guy out, and we're going to break it. And we're going to pull data table into data table, and then row name into row name, like that. And now we need to do something with this out row. So what we're going to do is we're going to make another variable, and this is going to be our item info, which is going to be our item info S item info, our struct that we made. Then we're just going to pull this guy in. We're going to set that, put the row found into here, and then the out row, we're going to set. So what this is doing is it's getting the info from, so if we go here and we click here, and you see we have our item name. So depending on what we have chosen here, it's going to get that information, and it's going to set our item info to be that. So when we set our item info here, that's just going to update everything that we have here. Our item info will take the information from our data table. So we're going to go here, and we're just going to pull in our item info. We're going to break this guy, and I'm drop that down And what I want here is the items, the static mesh. We're gonna check to see if it's valid. We're gonna get an is valid, this question mark one right here. We're gonna plug this guy in. And I'm gonna click on this guy and I'm gonna hide unconnected pins because this is all we really need right here. I'm gonna pull this guy up here. And now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pull our item static and I'm gonna set static mesh. And we'll plug this into the is valid. So if our static mesh is valid, we want to set our static mesh to be this static mesh that we have set inside of our item info. Then we'll compile that and save. And now if we go back to the viewport, make sure we have that. We may just need to reopen. So let's just reopen this guy. Yeah, you'll see we now have a cube that we set that was in our data table. So we set our static mesh here to this cube, and now you'll see our base item is taking that over. And now whenever we add new items to this, all we'll have to do is choose what our row name is, and it'll take all the information from that item. And yeah, so now we can just pull in our base item, and we kind of have our first item, but like I said, we're going to do some more videos on making some items from scratch. So that's what we'll move on to after this. We'll make a couple of items that we'll need just to kind of use to get our inventory working. But that's all we're going to do for this part. So if you like the video, hit the like button. If you're new around here, definitely subscribe. If you have any questions, let me know those down in the comments. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace.